Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgy.
We're watching episode 3 of season 5 today. Last episode, I think we've got a bit to discuss because
it was crazy.
I'm starting to notice pattern in the twos as well. Like Joffrey died last two. These two was just, they were making moves like 2s, 4s and 5s, and then 8s and 10s.
Look, just put your theories out the window.
I know, they're all crazy, but
because last season most episodes were crazy.
And for 3 too. I agree. But I sort of look out for those episodes where, I don't know.
Yeah, just zip it.
Right, maybe we'll move on from that point.
Well, the first thing that I want to speak about is Danny.
You notice when I do that, it's because I'm about to talk. I love how I did that and then you started speaking.
All right, what do you want to speak about?
I know, you go. I'm a gentleman. Let it be known on the Spartan Budget channel here first.
Exactly, first. Never before. Never again. Okay. Oh no, I can't speak now.
You never cause don't stress.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Do you want to stop?
This is why it's a fine line between bantering because I make one joke and it hits too well and then she's gone for like the next minute. So it's a very fine line between like, hey, let's make a joke, but we may not record today.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. Last episode, some respect on my boy Jon Snow, who should be Jon Stark, hopefully at some stage, but
yeah.
He was voted in as Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. Now,
Which I always had a feeling. I always knew.
It's going to be very interesting to see the dynamics now. Yeah. Having, Sir Alistair there and... or Alistair, yeah. This intro is not going well. Having Sir Alistair there and then having... I don't remember his name, but the guy that used to be head of the City Watch.
Yeah, his name is...
I don't really care, to be honest.
Sir Janos Slint.
He's a very forgettable person. But having these guys have to now listen and obey Jon Snow, I mean, that's a real hierarchical shift. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And again, I agree. I also had a hunch that Jon Snow at some point, if he survived long enough, was going to rise in the ranks of the Night's Watch. He seemed like there was a lot of destiny about him.
I just don't know if Jon will take advantage of his position. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't think he's taking advantage, but I see him now having the authority when he wants to do something and for the betterment of the Night's Watch, because Jon has genuinely had the best interest of the Night's Watch people at heart. Yeah. And he does actually want them to succeed in their mission.
Yeah.
And, if Sir Alistair gets in his way and he's like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, he'll be like, I'm commander now, bitch.
Oh, I can't wait for that scene. I cannot wait. Sick. Well, to my point...
Now that you start laughing, yes?
Yes, now that I've actually been able to compose myself. So, last episode, Daeron O'Hara said to Danny that a queen with no dragons is no queen. Then last episode, we got Drogon back, but he flew away. So I wonder what her perspective is. Like, will she end up using the dragons now that the whole of Meereen is, has burst into chaos?
And we sort of commented that it seems like Drogon wasn't responding or respecting her because she seemed not in control. Yeah. When we saw her earlier when they were smaller, she had this confidence and reassurance about her. Now she's a bit doubtful about herself. And her assurance isn't there, so the dragon's not going to obey that. They sense that weakness, that vulnerability about her, So I think when she rises, then Drogon will fall in line again. Yeah,
and we literally saw that she really wasn't in control last episode. Although she, made the decision to execute that guy.
Yeah, that was rough.
She was dealing with the consequences afterwards and the emotional turmoil, which of course you're going to...
Everyone started doing that, remember?
Yeah, oh my God. And so I just don't know which way she's going to go. Is she going to unleash the dragons? To me, that doesn't feel like a Danny move, but who knows? Because I feel like Daeron O'Hara's words just are ringing in my head a little bit.
Yeah, now it's always funny critiquing Danny. I kind of love it because her fan base is very, very particular about what you can and can't say. So some of you guys in the comments just either love our interpretations or hate them. And it is what it is. We're going to keep just spinning it out as we see them because we are straight shooters. basically. We've never held back before, so we'll keep nailing it. But yeah, Danny executing that boy, I'm sure there'll be a lot of discussion about that. But we both didn't really think it was the way to go. I thought it was a bit harsh, a bit rash on Danny's behalf, just playing judge, jury, executioner. Again, she's making mistakes, she's learning, but didn't rate it. And before people go, oh, you're extra harsh on Danny, no, if Jon Snow had done that, I would have said the exact same thing. In contrast, Jon was trying to prevent Mance from wasting his life, even though he was literally his enemy, trying to kill the guys on the Night's Watch. And he was somebody who did it in some sort of a bit of a naive belief that he was serving who referred to as Misa and Queen and loyal to her cause. And okay, you know, a bit of jail time or a bit of you've off the council because you've lost our trust and, you know, you got to earn it back. Fair enough. But beheading, nah, there's no two ways about it, dude. That wasn't the best choice, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't feel like it was the best choice. So a few episodes ago, I was kind of asking who ended up giving Danny the eggs at the wedding. In Spartan fashion, he just said that no, they always had possession of them.
Oh, it's been a funny experience, kind of. I've learned more about myself since we did this reaction channel. And I actually don't mind, it's quite funny, but like I noticed how much like my way of dealing with things is if I don't know, it's like fake it till you make it. But in that moment I believe that I know, so I give an answer. And then later I get thing and I'm like, oh yeah, where did that confidence come from? But hey, at least I'm confident. Right or wrong, I'll maintain confidence.
At least you can accept when you're wrong too.
Yeah.
But it was Illyrio, which is where Varys and Tyrion are staying now at his castle. And
wasn't that Varys' informant when Arya was hiding in the season 1? I think someone explained on our Patreon that when Arya was hiding in some underground cellar, she overheard Varys talking
with him. It was with Illyrio.
Correct. Yeah.
And so last episode, Varys was kind of explaining that they've been trying to get Danny into power from the start. And I guess that makes sense why he gave the gift of the eggs, you know. It was for knowing or not knowing whether these eggs would hatch or, you know, knowing the potential of Danny. You just don't know. It was a risk. And a big one at that. But giving those eggs was giving her the opportunity to gain her dragons again.
And I mean, it makes sense. They're the last Targaryen, so we're also they're going to be more valuable.
Yeah.
If they're going to do anything ever, it's going to be with Targaryens. Otherwise, they're just going to be eggs forever.
But it makes sense as well that, like, putting all the pieces together in hindsight, that instead of fearing Danny and obviously keeping them from her, he gave them. Yeah, I just kind of figured that out last episode.
I think that sort of also demonstrates Varys sort of from the get-go, early days, he was already sort of playing the Targaryen card. He said he didn't really have a lot of faith in Robert. He thought that Danny, it sounds like he's heading towards that. He thought the Targaryens should rule again. They were the best rulers. And it's fascinating because it just goes to show why we love these two. That Littlefinger and Varys were both never about the throne that was before them. They were playing games. Littlefinger trying to, you know, create conflict and escalate himself through, you know, through chaos, as his Chaos is the Ladder saying or philosophy says, and trying to kill King Robert indirectly and, you know, play that little game. And then Varys over here with Targaryens, they were both just playing their own chessboards with who should be leader and how to do it. And neither of them wanted to be at the top, but to, well, one, to strengthen the realm in his opinion, and one to strengthen himself in his opinion.
It's almost like that 3D chessboard. Like, there's Littlefinger's level, Varys' level, and they like somehow meet in between, you know?
I really hope we get to see more interactions from them because they're so far apart now, but they were like some of my favourite parts of the show.
I know. I was always looking forward to their conversations.
Oh, it was so good.
Another big thing that happened last episode was that Jaime announced that he's going to Daunt for his daughter. Like, let's remember that. It is his daughter.
Yeah, and with none other than the man himself, Bronn.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's going to be an interesting pair-up. This show has something about pair-ups. Like, you know, you got the Hound and Arya. You got Brienne and
Jaime initially, but now Pod.
Yeah, Jaime, yeah, true. I was thinking about Pod, but yeah. And then, just, you know, they do a lot of interesting pair-ups that you just wouldn't expect. Last thing we saw, I'm pretty sure at the end of the episode as well, was that Arya finally reunited with our boy Jack and Hagar. So that's going to be cool. He sort of put her through a bit of a trial, and very true.
Yeah.
A man has no name. He's very...
Yeah, and he said, I am no one, and this is what a girl must be or become.
Yeah.
So I wonder what that's going to involve, if there's some kind of training or I don't know.
I wonder if it's got something to do with, you know, to focus on yourself is your ego. I wonder if by saying a girl must become no one, he's sort of referring to her having to let go of her own ego and her own sort of selfish ambition to really be able to achieve what she wants. She's got to grow beyond just herself.
True.
That's just sort of the way I'm reading it at the moment, and we'll see what it becomes.
It is a good way of looking at it. Like, I really do like that interpretation. But there is also that, like, magical or mystical side. So I want to see how that plays into it as well.
And there is that Game of Thrones side that just says, hey, here's 10 things you'd probably want to happen. Fuck you, we're going to do number 99. So, a big thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. If you do want to support us over there, as well as getting early access to upcoming reactions and uncut reactions, check out the link in the description. For everyone over on YouTube, if you enjoyed today's reaction, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to let us know in the comments below what you thought of today's episode.
Okay. You ready?
Let's get into it.
Oh, that's Stannis's sigil. Oh, that's in the House of White and Black.
Yeah.
Black and White or whatever.
You sure it was Stannis' sigil then?
Yeah, it was. It had all the sigils. The deer head, the lion.
Interesting.
Voila, more gorgeous.
Okay, the interaction's interesting.
What's going to happen to him after he drinks?
It's so weird seeing Jaqen H'ghar as some sort of sage or monk of this temple when he was just a captive when we met him, you know? We never got the proper context to his status.
I didn't come here to sweep floors.
Arya.
You said you'd teach me how to be a faceless man.
A man teaches a girl.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
Well, to Iris, all men must serve.
Oh,
True.
I like that, dude. I like him a lot.
A girl wants to serve herself.
Yeah, it is about ego.
To serve well, a girl must become no one.
Interesting.
I miss Jaqen so much. I love the way he speaks.
I'm loving his philosophy right now. It's very intriguing, especially if you sit there and break it down. The themes are great.
What happened to him?
The hell?
I'm so confused.
All I know is by the time Arya finishes his training, she's going to be a beast.
Oh, for sure.
If she doesn't end up like that man. Fingers crossed. Oh, they're already calling her the queen, even though she's not technically the queen.
Oh, that would suck to hear.
Oh, you're not liking that now, are ya? Powers decreased a bit. All of a sudden, you're high and mighty.
Oh, it's their wedding.
Oh, wow, already? Shit, that moved quick.
And Cersei's wearing black, so she's still mourning.
We haven't seen Elena in a while. I missed her.
True. Oh, it's a wedding. We know what this means. Let's hope it stays positive.
Oh, they're consummating their marriage.
Is it them?
My man's cooked.
Oh my god.
It all happened so fast. Yeah.
Oh my god. Sweet old Tommen.
Look how innocent he is.
This is all I want to do. All day, every day, for the rest of my life.
Oh my god.
I wonder how much of it's genuine, how much of it's her just playing her cards.
He still looks like a little boy. It's weird. He's so much easier than Joffrey.
Yeah, very different king.
Does your mother like it here?
Oh.
It's so wonderful to have her watching over you. A lioness guarding her cub.
What's her plan?
But I'm a man now.
Oh, she's playing that well.
But you'll always be her baby boy.
I suppose.
Perk, perk, perk.
Losing her husband, her eldest child, and her father. It's no wonder she's so protective of you. She'll never let you out of her sight.
Oh, queen manipulator, that's what you are.
She knows how to work him.
I said, darling, surely 4 times is enough. Are you trying to set a new record? And he said, well, What is the record? I'm sure we can break it.
Oh my goodness. Tommen.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Here comes the beat down.
Remember she said never to call her mother, and all of a sudden she can't do shit now.
I wish we had some wine for you. It's a bit early in the day for us.
Oh, that's a little jab.
I just wanted to let you know if there's ever anything I can do for you.
You were very sweet.
She looks concerned on her face.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear you're happy.
Ecstatic.
Dude, this is not the Cersei we know. She's defeated.
Oh, forgive me. I haven't been at court for long. I get so confused. What's the proper way to address you now? Queen Mother or Dowager Queen?
Oh, she's making a statement.
Oh. What?
Anything you need.
Okay, there's a little bite back there.
I don't know. It's hard to read, dude. Cersei's not one to completely give up, but she definitely looks very vulnerable.
It might have been an act, I think. But
Oh.
Marjorie was poking the bear. Like, I do feel sorry for Cersei there.
Yeah, but you know what? When Marjorie tried to be somewhat sincere, Cersei threatened her with her life, remember?
True. Very true.
So Cersei wanted to play King Dick when she was in power, and now, you know,
Yeah.
you get what you sown.
Yeah, true. She does set herself up for failure sometimes.
Oh, now we get to see Jon's command. Oh.
That's Theon.
Wait.
There's that Winterfell.
Oh, it's not the Night's Watch then. Oh, what bodies are those, dude?
That's a woman.
Oh, yeah, she's skinned.
Flayed.
Flayed. The Boltons are disgusting, dude.
We can't hold the North with terror alone.
That's disgusting.
So they're all the lords that didn't pay taxes and stuff. Damn.
I flayed him living, along with his wife and brother. Made his son watch.
Oh my god.
The new Lord Kerwin paid his taxes.
Oh my god, dude. The Boltons are disgusting.
He's just eating, talking about it.
We don't have enough men to hold the North if the other houses rise up against us.
Protect
I had a
us.
pact with Tywin Lannister.
Oh, that's a good point.
Now that you're a Bolton by royal decree, it's high time you married a suitable bride.
He doesn't like that.
I found the perfect girl to solidify our hold.
Dude, tell me it's going to be Frey. Tell me it's going to be something from the Freys, man. Nah.
I hope that was just a coincidence. That little cut.
Dude, it better be a coincidence, dude. Otherwise, she may actually have the worst marriage in the possible history of everything.
That's Moat Cailin.
Yes. Bit shabby, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Nah, dude.
Where are you taking me?
Home.
The Boltons have Winterfell.
Oh, little finger.
Bruce Bolton murdered my brother. He betrayed my family.
He did.
Damn. Dude, she married Joffrey and now Ramsay.
You're not marrying Roose Bolton.
That's worse.
I won't force you to do anything. Don't you know by now how much I care for you? Say the word and we'll turn the horses round, but listen to me.
She already said it.
Oh, this isn't going to be good, dude. Not with Ramsay.
You've been a bystander to tragedy from the day they executed your father.
Yeah, it's been a rough
Stop being
ride.
a bystander. Do you hear me?
She'll see Theon.
I know that. And I do feel like Theon's in there, you know?
You loved your family. Avenge them.
How?
Is he setting her up to play the Boltons at some stage?
I hope so. I do
That
hope
would be so good. That would be so good. Oh, Sansa, come on, man. Get Ramsay.
What is
Just
she
fuck
gonna...
her.
Is she gonna be Queen of the North and then kill Ramsay, hopefully, and then she gets her home back?
Well, they're wardens. Don't consider them king and queen.
Yeah. Oh, look at that smile. I don't know. I still don't trust Littlefinger, so...
Brienne is still watching.
You beat the hound. I'm proud to be your squire.
Aww.
I'm sorry I'm always snapping at you.
If you didn't snap at me, I wouldn't learn anything.
Pod's so pure.
Oh, Brienne, give the man some love.
Starting tomorrow, we'll train with the sword twice a day. Before we ride in the morning and after we make camp in the evening. And I'm going to show you how to ride properly.
Thank you.
Oh.
Epic. Go Pod. And Brienne.
He's learned so much.
Brienne the Beauty, they called me. Great joke. And I realised I was the ugliest girl alive.
Aww.
Damn. It's rough.
She was meant more for marriage.
Renly Baratheon took me in. Don't let them see your tears, he told me. They're nasty little shits.
Oh, this is when they were kids.
He danced with me and none of the other boys could say a word.
Oh, wow. That's why she cared about him so much.
But wasn't he... Lord Tyrion said he was...
Yes, Pod, he liked men. I'm not an idiot. He saved me from being a joke. From that day until his last day.
Interesting. It's a nice little backstory.
Brienne, you're not a joke. Let me just put that out there.
One day I will avenge King Renly.
Damn, she's still focused on that.
How do you fight a shadow?
A shadow with the face of Stannis Baratheon.
No way.
Oh. Shit.
Can you imagine that? That would be crazy.
All my life, I wanted to be Jon Stark.
Say the word and you will be.
But I have to refuse you.
Wasn't expecting that.
I'm giving you the chance to avenge your family.
Conflicted about what I want.
Me too.
I wish I could fight beside you. I pledged my life to the Night's Watch.
You're as stubborn as your father.
Stannis would respect loyalty, though.
He's honourable.
Yes, he is.
Honour got your father killed. Winter is coming.
Winter is bloody coming.
And the wildlings.
They'd rather burn than fight for me, so be it. I leave their fate to you.
Okay, that's cool.
Or you could see if this Torment fella's more willing to compromise than Mance ever was.
I thought they'd go to Torment.
You're the Lord Commander. Your decision.
Oh, yes it is. This is fantastic.
Have you considered sending Alistair Thorne elsewhere?
I heard it was best to keep your enemies close.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
John.
Great discussion.
Johnny boy.
I've sworn to stay clear of the politics of the Seven Kingdoms.
How do you know? How does the Night's Watch vow go again?
Oh. You can't stay out of the politics.
The shield that guards the realms of men.
The shield that guards the realms of men.
Oh, damn. Davos.
But the best way to help the most people might not be sitting in a frozen castle at the edge of the world.
Interesting. Some perspective.
As long as the Boltons rule the North will suffer.
Oh, no. Go, John. Imagine John destroys the Boltons and saves
it's gonna
Sansa.
happen. It's gonna happen. And then say Theon. Oh my god.
Oh, this could be so good.
Oh, please.
But we just know something's going to fuck up in between that. It's not going to be smooth sailing.
Always.
Who are you? No one.
Ow! Or maybe not.
Do that again! Who are you? You're about to find out.
Oh, yes.
The girl is not ready.
Clearly not.
I am ready.
Oh, it's interesting.
Whose sword is that?
Oh, no.
A man wonders, how is it that no one came to be surrounded by Arya Stark's things?
Damn, no,
damn,
don't get rid
dude.
of the sword.
Let's let go of all her attachment to her previous life.
No.
It's the last memory of the Hound.
Not the sword.
It's the last thing she got from her family. Damn.
No. Damn, you can see the pain.
She fought so hard for that sword, you know?
Oh, Arya.
She's been through so much, man.
Yes. She's hiding it. Yes, thank goodness.
not necessarily just hiding it, but she's putting it away, but it can be retrieved. I like that. I think the sword's too important.
Yeah. You can't get rid of that. I hope Jaqen doesn't find it. He's like all-knowing almost.
Who are all these dead people that keep...
Are they dead? Or maybe they like go to sleep and then have the abilities that Jaqen does or something. He always pops up at the right time or wrong time. I don't know if I like that look. And why are there knives there?
I'm expecting something's going to be sick and twisted about this. I'm nervous for this interaction too, man. I mean, she'll meet Theon, but Ramsay, this is...
I know Theon's in there. It's not Reek. And he's waiting for the right opportunity. I know it.
Dude, imagine how hard this would be for her. He's the guy who killed her brother.
Welcome.
Ugh.
Lord Bolton.
She knows how to play it now.
Ramsay Bolton.
Look at him. Look, he looks so innocent and childish if you don't know how sick he is. Now she's going to be jealous. 'Cause she was the one that killed his other one, remember?
Yeah.
Oh no, dude. Sansa can't get a break.
Welcome home, Lady Stark.
It must feel so strange.
The North remembers.
The North remembers.
Oh, she's a loyal person, damn.
Oh, that was enough to make me tear up.
Jon and Sansa and Arya, who would have thought? Those three are making moves.
I know. And so he's Bran somewhere.
First Builder Yarwick and I have decided to appoint a latrine captain to oversee this crucial task.
Oh.
No way. He knows it too.
Brian.
Nah, he's not gonna... I didn't think he would. He's not gonna play that game. He's gonna be the better man. That's Jon Snow, dude.
Sir Alistair, I name you First Ranger.
Oh, wow.
See? Jon's there. Fantastic, man. That's what I expect from him.
Lord Janis.
Please.
I was charged with the defense of King's Landing when you were soiling your swaddling clothes. Keep your room.
Oh my god, this guy.
You mistake me, my lord. That was a command.
Oh, yes. Not an offer.
Oh, dude.
Give it to one of the fools who cast a stone for you. I will not have it. Did you hear me, boy?
You will.
Are you refusing to obey my order?
Jon's holding the line.
Choose your words carefully.
Stick your order up your bastard ass.
What's he going to do about it? Come on, Jon.
That's not going to go down well.
Ollie, bring me my sword.
He's going to make an example of him because he knows he's a coward.
No way.
Yeah, because... Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was initially happening.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So that's why Jon's smart. He played Sir Alistair as a comrade.
If the boy thinks he can frighten me, he's mistaken. Yes, very mistaken.
You don't know who raised this man, okay?
Oh, Jon's making moves. And Jon has a Valyrian steel sword as well. Oh shit, Jon's just become a king. He's become an absolute weapon. Oh, no, at this point, he's overtaken Rob. He's surpassed him. Rest in peace, Rob, but you are second in line now. Or third.
He's watching. We haven't seen one of these in a while. I don't know if I can watch.
If you have any last words, my lord, now's the time.
He doesn't believe he's going to do it.
I was wrong. You're the Lord Commander. We all serve you. I'm sorry, not only for this, for all I've done and said.
Oh, no.
I don't think Jon's going to let that slide.
Nah.
My lord, please, mercy. Mercy. I'll go, I will. Please. I'm afraid.
Oh,
I've always
shit.
been afraid.
Oh shit. What does he do?
I wonder if that was a bit of a mercy killing too. I think he knew he had to do that, dude. It's the only way to command respect.
Shit.
Oh, damn. I know. It's a bit conflicting, that one.
Look, I agree. I don't know.
I think it was a double-edged sword. He had to make a point to secure his reign, and he knew this guy wasn't a long-term. He wasn't worth anything, dude. The guy was a snake from the beginning, right? We know that. And John knows that. And when he said, I'll be afraid, I think John just knew, it was like, just put him out of his misery too. I think it was a bit of both.
Yeah. And he did need to make an example at that point. Like, he gave him many opportunities inside, and he just didn't want to take them. And let's be fair, his true actions are what he's done in the past, not under pressure, you know.
Correct.
So,
And I want to make a quick point. I can already hear, based on the intro, that Danny Stans being like, oh, what happened to John now? Not even remotely the same.
no.
This man was a snake. He was a sellout, treated John like shit from day one, had no loyalty. Very different scenario.
Well, the rules clearly are if you disobey or you abandon your role in the Night's Watch.
And John asked him, are you disobeying a direct order? He asked him 3 times, gave him 3 chances. So,
yeah.
Oh, John's become a man.
Which of the 7 will you worship?
Oh my God, it's an act.
I was going to say, is it some sort of foreplay or some shit?
Oh my God, he's a priest or a septon.
This is his way of like being religious, but then also, I don't know. The hell?
You have profaned our faith, the faith of our fathers and forefathers.
Holy shit.
You are a sinner.
Oh, damn. I did
Holy
not think
crap,
he'd have
dude.
this kind of role.
Since when did this guy become... They've humiliated him. I love how he's just taking it, dude.
That was weird.
Shit.
You were assaulted.
I was, by those fanatics who call themselves Sparrows.
Yeah, but why?
I heard this assault began in Littlefinger's brothel.
My septum, this is a rather shocking
Master of Whisperers.
This guy's so oblivious to all the corruption.
A man's private affairs ought to stay private.
Oh.
I ask that you execute their leader.
Lancel.
Oh, this will be interesting.
What the hell? I hope this is a wake-up call to you, Cersei.
It won't be.
The notion that we're all equal in the eyes of the 7 doesn't sit well with some, so they belittle me.
Oh. So he's the leader?
Okay. Interesting.
Why no shoes?
Because I gave them away to someone who needed them more.
Yeah, very different to Cersei.
The High Septon came to speak to me today. Doesn't want me to arrest you. He wants me to execute you.
She's not going to.
The High Septon's behavior was corrosive, as was his attitude. Having a man like that reside in the Sept eats away at the faith from the inside.
I was wondering whether she wants him to be the new High
So
Septon.
now he resides in the Red Keep dungeons instead.
Holy shit, dude. She ruined him.
Damn.
We must do everything necessary to protect one another.
Okay, interesting interaction. I don't really get...
Her game plan here, but...
Send a raven with this message to Littlefinger at the Eyrie or wherever he's slithering about.
Slithering about.
She knows.
How's your work coming along?
Very well.
Is the mountain still alive? Because the mountain's body at the back there.
I
but
think
it's like
so.
wrapped up.
I think he's still working on the body. Is he going to twitch? I knew it. Oh no.
Maybe everyone left the mountain with a worse fate as well.
Oh my God, Theon, show your face. Come on.
She's suffered enough.
I know.
I'll never hurt her.
I hope he's true to that, man. It might be the one good thing he ever does.
The Queen will be enraged.
Queen Marjorie adores Sansa.
Yeah, true.
Damn.
Every ambitious move is a gamble. You gambled when you drove a dagger into Robb Stark's heart. It appears that your gamble paid off.
Not for long.
The last time the Lords of the Eyrie formed an alliance with the Lords of the North, they brought down the greatest dynasty this world has ever known.
Oh, that's a good point.
Cersei will expect a reply.
I'd like to read the reply.
Of course you would.
Yeah, he's fair not to trust the little finger.
I know. I definitely wouldn't be.
We are thousands of miles from Westeros. One more drunk dwarf.
I think this is going to end badly for him. So they're in Volantis now. That's where Talissa's from.
We're going to meet the Savior. You should have told me. Who doesn't want to meet the Savior?
I was waiting for her to look
Yeah,
this way.
same. Dead on.
Let's find a brothel.
I love how that's
That was
the
intense.
first thing. First thing he goes for.
It's even better luck to suck a dwarf's cock.
Oh. Oh my god, Tyrion.
Oh, God. This does not end well for him, man. Oh!
Someone who inspires priests and whores is worth taking seriously.
And he was like crying.
I'll bet you bloody are.
Oh, he's gonna hate that.
Yeah, he's gonna snap, I reckon.
Come on.
He's sort of like nervous.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh.
Have another drink.
Gladly, but this I can't do. Believe me, no one is more shocked than I am.
Poor Tyrion.
What will I do in my spare time?
And the pain from Shay is still
Yeah.
ruining him.
Come on, see Jorah, please. Varys will, for sure.
No need to worry. I was just... Oh. Thought you were someone else.
Oh no, he knows who he is.
I'm sure there are girls inside who'd be happy to oblige.
No, 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 no.
Mistake. Why don't you tell me what you think you're doing and then... I'm taking you to the Queen.
That was the whole point.
He's trying to prove his loyalty. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Jorah's like desperate to prove his loyalty. So he thinks he's found... Obviously, he recognized the Lannisters. And he thinks that one of them is spying on her. But I don't think it'll be a bad outcome. I think once Tyrion and Varys will get there too, I think it's a bit of a shock factor. But I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, I think so too. But I just...
It might even be a way, interestingly enough, if Jorah's going back to her with Tyrion... It might be an opportunity to get Jorah back in too, which would be nice.
I do hope so. It will be interesting, actually. Varys might be able to vouch for Jorah when he actually stopped, like, sending messages, when he stopped spying, things like that.
True.
So hopefully Jorah will get in Dany's good books.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope Varys is not too far behind and doesn't worry about where Tyrion is or whatnot, so that they can all just meet there safely. But we know Game of Thrones doesn't always deliver.
I just got to say that I'm always getting more and more impressed with the world building. It is just fantastic. Like, it really just almost makes me a little bit sad that the books aren't finished, because I just feel like, you know, there's just so much to this world, and probably could have been more than 8 seasons. Who knows? But there are so many characters, even new ones. Like, even someone like Brienne, her story becomes super fascinating. Someone like Ramsay, Sansa, like, the way they've developed, you know, you got Arya and Jack and Hagar, like, you know, even Jorah, like all these characters from different parts of the world. And it feels like, honestly, there could be another 10 seasons of storytelling and you'd still be enthusiastic. Like, there's so much people. And I'm sure people who have yet to be introduced. And when they do get introduced, it does an incredible world building. It blows my mind. I truly love that aspect of the show.
It's almost like in The Witcher, all the side characters, they're not really side characters. They can be main characters in their own right, where you really explore that character and they've got so much depth to them. So that's what I really like about.
What do you mean,
this.
The Witcher, like by the game?
Yeah, the game.
I was gonna say the series doesn't do. Yeah. I suppose we haven't read the books yet, but from the game, you just get interested in everyone's life and history and. But you know, this show also does the job of you almost don't. You could argue there's a handful of main characters and then another 24 side to the main characters, and there's a lot of important characters who you follow their journey. Like even following Tyrion, he's not really one of the main characters, and then in a way he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like he is. I mean, we obviously
he's become a central figure.
Yeah,
but you got anyway. I won't name all the names. I'll be here a lot. But the point is, there are just so many important characters. Even we're following Varys' story now as like a side main character. It's just there's so much depth. You know, we're following Bran. You want to say Bran's a main character, and yet she has her own exclusive scene most episodes nowadays. The way they build up, it's fascinating.
So good. We actually didn't see Jamie this episode. Okay, that was interesting. I was hoping to get a little bit more on that. But Theon, far out. Like, it's always so close but so far. But I do feel like he's waking up a little bit, you know? Like, he's obviously still scared. And Ramsay was literally looking over him. So he couldn't make any rash moves or decisions.
Sansa was a little girl when Theon last saw her, you know what I mean? Just betrothed to the king, and now he was always would have been like her bigger brother, and now he's like crippled. How like it'd be shameful. I reckon he turned away partially too because he's ashamed of where he's at.
Yeah, potentially. I think it was both that and also like Ramsay looking over, knowing that he's being watched.
But you just know eventually she's going to recognize him, and if she's married to Ramsay, that's going to be really conflicting because she's going to be like, you can't treat him like this, and you know what I mean?
Interesting. You just don't know how that's going to play out, do you?
Well,
and I really don't know where Littlefinger stands in all of this. Like, why is it so important for this alliance? Is he trying to gain control of Winterfell as well through Sansa?
Probably partially. Yeah, I'm sure he wins out of all this, but he did say to Sansa, get your revenge. So almost saying play that long game, which he's so well known for.
Yeah, true.
And it's just the timing of that old lady saying to Sansa, the North remembers. It's kind of like, Jon Snow's become commander of the Night's Watch. I just feel like the cards are lining up.
The Starks are on the right.
Arya's training. Like, I don't know, man. At some point, this show has to give us some sort of reunion, dude, because it's been ridiculous. 5 seasons in and we haven't seen one reunion. Not one.
I know.
Do you know how crazy that is?
That I would never, ever have expected, ever.
Oh, my God. But the 3 Starks that are left are making, well... No. Yeah, all right, Bran's
actually
there too.
5.
Bran and Rickon.
Yeah.
Dude, Rickon has been disgraced. Like, I barely remember what he looks like. Like, this show has done, obviously he wasn't important in the books, but they've given him nothing.
I don't know, who knows, he might become a big character later on.
I don't know, man. The man has been a meme.
He's still quite young. He's young. But we still haven't seen Bran for a while too, so...
Yeah, Bran's there too. That's fine. I think I'm a little bit more interested in the other 3.
Yeah.
Because they're in the forefront. Bran I reckon, will have an important part with the battle over the walls, but he's a bit of a mysterious kind of thing. It's a bit of a slower thing.
How cool was it, though, seeing Jon this episode?
Loved the dude. Seeing Jon, I honestly feel like he is an improved version of Ned. I feel like even beheading the man... Look, Ned was about honor, so Ned probably would have done the same thing, but I just feel like Jon going across the wall, learning from the wildlings, learning from Mance Rayder, even forgiving Sir Alistair, he is...
Why do you say his name like that?
Isn't it Alistair?
Yeah, Sir Alistair.
It's a weird name, dude. Well,
Sir Alistair.
No, to be fair, I'm pretty sure the American accent is like Sir Alistair. That's how they say it. Sir Alistair is how we say it as Aussie, so I was trying to say it the way they say it. All right, Miss Noir. Or is it Nor? That's what it is. Nor. Apparently that's how we say it. I don't know. Seeing Jon was epic. Super cool. Even how he interacted with Stannis. Like, he's a ruler now. He's a commander, you know?
I know you said earlier that he's better than Rob now and he's surpassed Rob. I don't know. Only because I loved Rob so much. It's so hard for me to even just like say out loud that he surpassed him. So I'm still reserving my comments on that, but I do love him.
I think having seen Rob's mistakes, not that I love him more than Rob necessarily, I'd say I love them both quite similarly.
Yeah.
But I'm just seeing more evidence of Jon being a man of duty more than a man of love. And I think that will save him in the end. And I also see him as an improved version of Ned because I believe that he's also learning a lot of lessons from Mance, from Stannis, about being honourable it's an honourable thing to be honourable, but
You don't say.
don't be blinded by it. And he's learning the lessons too. John's a bit more at an age where he's receptive.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. John right now, Commander of the Night's Watch, teaming up with Rob when he was King of the North, that would have been fucking poetic, dude. It would have been awesome. I would have, in a fantasy world, my brain, I live for that, dude. Imagine them uniting together and going against Lannisters. That would have been sick.
Dude, look who you're talking to. The old lady said the North remembers. I started tearing up. Don't do this to me, because my heart's like breaking in a million pieces.
I know. My point is, I definitely love our boy Rob. I have to give my love somewhere else. Rob is no longer here.
Yeah.
And I am seeing the signs that John can maybe last a little longer in all this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
But great character development from John. He followed through with the kill, which, you know, John's character leaves you half-half. You're not sure he could but couldn't. You know he doesn't necessarily want to. But I think that's progression for him as well, because generally, even with the Wildling girl, you know, he didn't want to kill her. Like, he couldn't. Yeah. He didn't want to necessarily kill. So now to kill a man who was begging, saying, I'm afraid, is a big step for John.
He has come so far. Like, do you remember the first handful of episodes, or at least the first season, where he was literally on the outskirts of, like, every event, just, you know, wanting to go to the wall, and that was his destiny. And now look at him. He commands the attention of everyone. Like, everyone knows who he is. Everyone respects him. At least most people do. And it was actually interesting seeing Sir Alisar respond to him in that way, you know?
Well, John played it very smart. Like he said
did.
to Stannis, he kept the enemies close rather than make them worse enemies.
Yeah.
Which, in fairness, again, I think that's the point. That's the difference between Rob, isn't it? When Lord Bolton was trying to serve Rob's cause, Rob kept shunning him away. I don't have time for you. Same with what were the family called? The guy he beheaded, the Karstarks. Same with Lord Karstark, when he gave Rob his honest views about how he thinks they're going to lose the war, and, you know, he sort of just kept him at distance, didn't deal with it, and then beheaded him when he did one mistake. So he didn't keep his enemies close. Yeah. John could have easily had a reason to ruin Sir Alisar's reputation and try and degrade him, and he might have, say, lost the respect of his people. If anything, they can slowly plot to ruin him somehow.
Yeah.
Instead, those who have potential and power and such worth, he kept on his side, and he made an example of somebody who probably never going to be useful anyway and was not a good man, and just solidified his power. So those moves, that contrast there too, I think is a big difference into what John's doing this better.
Yeah. It's almost like they're taking the teachings of Ned, and they've obviously interpreted it in different ways because of their experiences and things like that. So you're really seeing Ned live on through them both. Well, now only through John, but you did get to see that, and you get to see his teachings represented in different ways, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The other thing that I am intrigued about, obviously we're not getting much information just yet, but Arya and Jack and Hagar in this house of black and white, you know, no one really speaks in that house, and everything's so quiet and still, but there's so much going on as well in the background. Like, these people are sleeping, I'm assuming.
They look dead, to be honest, man. They look dead.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's very strange that they are. Yeah, I wonder what the purpose of that is. I don't know. But it seems to be a lot of symbolism and themes behind that. One that could be interpreted a lot. Definitely sticking with my interpretation at the moment of Jack and Hagar's trying to help her strip herself of any egocentricity, saying for her to grow into the warrior she must become, she must let go of being consumed by herself, you know, her identity. And that's fascinating.
I am happy, though, that she kept the sword. Like,
yeah.
It would have been heartbreaking to let go of that. That was everything. That's the last remnants of her family. Don't worry about her clothes. I don't care about that, you know, but...
Imagine Ned could see his children now, you know, how they've come. One's...
Yeah.
Like, Rob was King of the North until he screwed it up. One's commander of the Night's Watch. You know, Arya's travelled across the seas, becoming a warrior. Sansa's playing political moves. Like, if only he knew his children are making great moves, dude.
And Bran's very important in the grand scheme of things. It's crazy because you could see before he died, he had this concern on his face. He knew leaving this world would leave everyone else in danger. He just knew it. And we got to see that. But I don't think he knew it would end up like this.
No way. He probably would have assumed there'd be a certain degree of stability in the north, but that all went to shit.
I know.
Once Rob lost the north, it all went to shit. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed our reaction to this episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video, hit that subscribe button. Remember to let us know what you thought in the comments down below. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys on the next reaction.
See you then.